Hello, welcome, Cabbage here. In Final Fantasy Brave Exvius, the JP version, let's look at the latest kind of weekly high-level boss, and that's Atomos from Final Fantasy XI. And then this boss does not do a lot of damage, it just kind of sneezes your guys away, and it's sort of like a damage race. But let's go ahead and look at my team. First up here is Lid and Fina. They are breakers, but I'm going to use them to imbue water and then to break water. And then I'm giving them the pod so that they can chain the Mirage. They also have their Beach Ball. That's important to get the Trust ability so they can dual cast. Next is Charlotte. We can use anybody with Provoke here. Next up is Lena. She also has a pod so she can chain with Lid and Fina. And then she has a bunch of random spirit and MP stuff. Next is Folka, and then it's important that she has the stuffed Moogle plushie as a shield, and then also the Dispel as one of her abilities. And then my damage dealer would be Freya. She just has a lot of attack stuff. And then now looking at this, I realized that I didn't have her Trustmaster. So she only has 200% true double hand, and then less than optimal jump damage, but we'll see, we'll get through this anyway. But missions here are no items, or less than 3 items I think, and then a 5-member party, and then clear with a limit burst. Okay, so first, Folka, she's going to dual cast, and she's going to cast the 2 abilities that give me resistance to all kinds of stuff. Status, and then debuffs and stuff. And then Lid and Fina, they will also dual cast. They will use the gives water element. That also charms my guys, but I got the charm resistance from Folka, so that's no problem. And then we'll break the water resistance of the boss. Lena has nothing to do, so we'll just block with her. And then Freya will use one of her jump abilities. Her jump abilities are cool because they do like a chain. I think that was maybe the Octaslash chain just there, or one of those. But then the next turn we get the time jump, so we'll do the Mirage with Fina and Lena, and come down, finish the chain, and do some damage to the boss. And then that's basically the flow for every 2 turns. So first turn we just set up, second turn we do the chain, and then the finish. Once in a while, Atomos will give himself a buff. So with Folka, usually we want to Dispel. And then, yeah, she doesn't have that native in her, which is why we had to give her the spell as an ability. If Lena does not need to chain that turn, she can Dispel as well. And then some of the debuffs we'll get through anyway, so with Folka we can cast some magic to get rid of those. Really the only one that counts is to get the attack down off of Freya. But yeah, basically everybody else will just repeat the same 2-turn rotation. And then Lena, she also has the ability to remove debuffs, but hers are for only 1 character at a time, so in that sense not quite as good as Folka. And then Freya, she does have a 5-turn cooldown skill, which is like a super timed jump, but it's not charged up yet, so we'll just do the standard one. Okay, so there the boss has buffed itself. We definitely want to get rid of the defense up. Lena is busy this turn since she has to chain with the pod, so we'll debuff or Dispel with Folka instead. The boss is hitting us a little bit with like drain abilities, but I don't think we even need to heal this fight. It's just not that much. Alright, but let's do the chain. Come down again. A bit more damage. And then Charlotte, she does have some like LB fill abilities. And I would like to fill Freya's Limit Break so she can get the finish with Limit Break clear. Alright, and then the boss here, it has taken a deep breath, or made some like growling sound. So the next turn she's going to sneeze away people. It's going to be Charlotte because she has the Provoke, but the turn before she goes, we might as well put up the magic wall. Okay, with Folka again, let's put up the resistances. With Lid and Fina, we'll do the Water Imbue and the Water Break. It's important to reapply that because with Folka we dispelled earlier. And then as we get a little bit further into the fight, Lena, she can restore my guys' MP. And then also fill the Limit Break meter. And then here I have Freya's cooldown skill saved up, so we can use that now. And then the boss can't be broken, so even though I do have Lid and Fina, we're not going to break the boss ever. Okay, so Charlotte had the Provoke, so she drew the Sneeze, and now she's out of the fight. That's okay, she is the best one to be sneezed out. If I lost one of my chainers, that would mean less damage at a time. If I lose Folka, that's a like a Dispel and then debuff protection unit gone. But yeah, Charlotte can take the sneeze. Okay, so we'll just keep repeating that thing. The only difference now is that the sneeze is going to go on to somebody else after a certain amount of turns. And then that's why we put the Moogle plushie onto Folka, so that one of my chainers does not get the sneeze, hopefully. And then, of course, if Freya gets sneezed, then that's the end of the fight. Okay, with Lena we can use her Limit Break. Don't really need it, but it's like some healing, and then gets rid of the debuffs as well, so that's kind of nice. Okay, with Folka again, let's restore the MP. And then with Freya, let's jump up again. Alright, there's that breathe in again. Hopefully though, Folka will take that because of the Moogle plushie. Ooh, nice damage there. Everything went right there. We had the water imbue, and then we finished the chain pretty well, so that was some good damage. And then Folka, on her last turn in this battle, we're going to recast the debuff and then charm resistance. And hopefully that will last long enough for me to get through this fight. One thing that I don't have on this team is a buffer, so I'm not getting any attack buffs onto Freya. But you know, it just means it takes a little bit longer to get through the fight. Okay, and then with Lena this time, we'll restore the MP. And then with Freya, let's jump. Okay, so there's the growling sound again. So the sneeze will come out next turn. Whoops. I forgot to do the chain there. So we got much less damage from Freya. And then I lost one of my chainers, so yeah, no more chains for me. But, of course, I can still do damage with Freya. We can use her cooldown skill. And then the boss has buffed itself again. Okay, boss does the growling sound again. And then here we can dispel the boss, get rid of that defense up. With Freya, we'll come down, do the damage, and then hopefully Lena takes the sneeze. Okay, perfect. Alright, now it's just Freya and the boss. What we're going to do with Freya is that we are going to just wait until the boss makes that growling sound again. And then we'll jump up, we'll miss the sneeze, we'll come down, and yeah, we'll finish the fight that way. And I hope this shows some people out there that are not convinced that Dragoons are awesome. But this is like yet another case where they're very cool. To not be on the field, you know, for certain attacks, it can be very powerful. And then, yeah, just devoting like one character in your team to damage, and then using just pods to chain. It can really help with, what is it, slot efficiency? And it also helps with 5-member party clears. And then also, you know, using a time jump to finish a combo is very, very easy. The timing is almost instant, so yeah, you don't need to think, you don't need to count or anything. Alright, we'll just keep blocking. The boss does have the buff, but nothing we can do about that except for wait for it to wear off. Okay, but we have the growling sound, so the sneeze will come out next turn. So we'll jump here. Okay, miss the sneeze, do some damage to the boss. And then again, we'll just wait for the sound again. So we'll just block here. And yeah, thankfully the boss doesn't do really any damage, so we can just sit there. Alright, we did get the debuff. Attack is down, but still should be able to take down the boss next turn. Okay, there's the growling sound again. I guess actually I didn't have to wait for that because this will be the last jump, but just to be on the safe side. Alright, and there he goes. That was pretty cool. And I think only a couple more days left before the weekly event is over. But yeah, you know, my main kind of activities in this game right now are to go through the easy trials with 6-star characters. But for the limited time weekly stuff, when I can, of course I'll bring 7 stars because that's more fitting with the meta. Okay, but I got most of the missions. I didn't get the finish with Limit Break and then the Trust Moogle, but that's not a big deal. And then the equipable ability that you get as a reward, Disconstruction, it's interesting. It's like it's a Dispel on an enemy, but then it also gives your party a 150% status buff next turn. Interesting kind of like, you know, double duty ability there. Okay, I think that'll do it for this video. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you again. Take care.